a competition, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
DUSTiN!
I know everything that DUSTiN is saying sounds totally delusional.
DUSTiN, where are you going? Just trust me!
DUSTiN, you slow down. DUSTiN!
DUSTiN, you're a goddamn Einstein.
DUSTIN's right. You're a certified genius.
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Thank you, DUSTiN.
If you look up the word tempting in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like Jawa is stuck between a rock and a Sean place.
I think it's because Sean is very built and he's sexy as hell.
I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find that the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown, we can roll down together. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Down Island.
That's the first thing I've noticed from my own experience. You hear it where people talking. Thanks. All right, what Matt Holder is here. Damn, dude. Matt Holder is actually about that. He does a bunch of amazing, like almost like Fred from Howard Stern, where he just drops or electronic talkings. I'll bring him up on stage. I'll send a invite to speak and a co-host, and then he can invite people up or then get them away.
All right.
But then he can also then make people laugh on the thing that we're not hearing because we can't hear you. Maybe he wasn't ready for this. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I'm surprising him with inviting him up and he doesn't realize that we're doing a live show on YouTube. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island on YouTube. You do talking too.
Yeah, DUSTiN is doing a classic DUSTiN.
Doing it right.
Calling somebody to invite them to the
Everybody
show.
will be happy if you're doing it right.
As the show is starting.
Yep.
But we're super happy to have you.
Did you say it was classic DUSTiN? Because it's a classic DUSTiN.
It's a classic DUSTiN. We're all collecting here on the beaches of Meltdown Island.
I'm listening. That was our own live, just testing the sound, because we've had trouble.
Oh, we've had some trouble. Technical Issues Island is a full-blown subsidiary.
Blow it out.
Blow it out. So,
wow, I'm surprised you backed me up on that one.
We are gathered here on the shores of Meltdown Island to collectively, as a group, in a safe space to process the world melting down around us. Now, sometimes
I appreciate you for saying this. Keep going.
We may melt down.
I know I am right now.
We're processing it. But you may melt down as you hear some of the things that we talk about.
Oh, they gonna melt.
But this is the space to do it, right? Meltdown
I'll
Island.
stop the live and melt with you.
Possibly everyone's favorite hour over the course of
very
the week.
Possibly. Could be very possible.
Probably my favorite hour.
That's very sweet of you to say, mofo.
And
talk about it.
Talk about it. So that's what we're doing here. We're here processing it, and
I definitely am processing my own reality right now because I slept for over 24 hours, waking up at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our show is at 5 p.m. So I've had 2 hours to shower and to
appreciate you showering.
Well, let's face facts. I got my head dents, right? I got these folds at the top of my head, and people always ask me, "Oh, does it stink?" No. Except for yes. I haven't noticed. For yes after a while.
Sure. Like
anything. Like your armpits.
I said like anything.
Buddy, high five on that one. That was a solid high five.
Thank you.
Solid as I rock. So I'm resharing. This is the part of the show where we reshare and let everybody know the show's happening so they can call their relatives or put their children to bed and join us.
And if you don't want to share, at the very least, just hit that like. That'd be great.
Golly. We don't even do that ever, but you know what I mean?
Maybe subscribe would be great.
Oh, don't get crazy, bro. Like to thank the Matt Hunger for being fucking motherfucker, you know what I mean? Just fucking represent.
Right.
Too many fuckings.
So we're probably about 20 days from the Arctic sea ice seasonal minimum before it starts growing again for the winter.
Meltdown Island weather update. We're leaving the Ice Age period.
So let's check it out. That's where we are so far.
Bro. Put it on tilt. Get them lights up. There you go. That's pretty.
That's pretty.
Wait, what's all the blue?
The blue, well, it depends. The shades of blue in there.
Dark blue is water.
That's basically, dark blue is water.
Okay.
The light blue is sort of a slushy ice.
Ooh, and the white, I like slushies.
And the white is solid ice. That means
solid as some ice.
That sector has 100% coverage. And then all the various shades of blue are
tap.
All of these various shades of blue represent various stages of.
I'll tell you right now, there's 50 shades of blue, just like there are gray, bro.
Various phases of melt.
I'm phasing right now, to be honest with you.
From like 15 to 90% coverage.
That sounds hot.
Yeah. So as you can see, and as always, that gold line represents
gold line.
The average extent at this point.
Uh-huh.
The 1980 to 2010 average extent at this point of the year. As you can see, we're pretty well below it.
Well, I just watched a video the other day, and I sent it to you about methane, because ain't nobody talked about methane in forever, right? They've been talking about CO2 forever now.
Yeah.
But he was like, we are still in the ice age. The fact that there's ice caps means we're in the ice age, but the ice age is ending.
Yeah, we're sort of we're
interlopers.
We're in what they call an interglacial period of an ice age. But there are some scientists, climate scientists, who are suggesting that that there's been so much warming in the last 20 years that we may be at a point where we humans are ending the ice age in which we are currently.
I gotta admit, they were also like, "Oh, we can't really prove that we've done anything," but also at the same time, it's basically us. Like he's a scientist person, even.
Right. Well, I don't know that he really meant that we can't prove anything, because we largely can. Even the oil companies, as of the 70s, were well aware of what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we can prove it. And the way we can prove it is that there's an extra isotope in CO2 that occurs naturally versus CO2 that comes from human emissions.
Real quick, we got a comment. Let's talk about the comment.
The climate is a myth. Read the science. Oh boy. Kurt Brinker.
Woo! Coming in hot to Meltdown Island.
In hot.
I think it's very cute that Kurt Brinker asked me a week or two ago, hey, if I was to put you up on Planet Ant stage, would you have a show? And I gave him 50 show ideas and then crickets. Funny, right?
Hey, how come I'm frozen like that? What are we frozen?
You're holding it. You're holding position.
I'm holding it.
You got to be a little more animated with yourself. A little more talk with your hands.
I was deferring to you, but I was deferring to you.
It still doesn't mean you can't do hand stuff. Look at me.
God, I can do some hand stuff right now.
Easy. That actually touched platypus. I don't want to say what it was. It's not platypus. Now that I said that. I'm saying it's not that.
Of all the things.
Just to get scared me.
Of all the metaphors.
Okay. I'm just saying that it's definitely a freak of nature.
So Dusty,
go ahead.
You slept for 24 hours, yeah?
Over. Let's see when I went to bed. 6 a.m. on Monday.
6 a.m. on Monday. So it was over 24 hours.
20.
In that time, did you have any weird dreams or anything exciting, anything interesting?
I did.
That you dreamt about?
Donald Glover showed up.
What?
I know, out of all the people. And I hear him bragging to other people about his show getting an Emmy nomination. Oh, I don't even know if that's true. If that's true, I precog that.
What is his show? What is Donald Glover has a show?
Yeah, he's directing a new show. This is a great opportunity to talk about it. Thank you. That's our joints. He got a show called Swarm.
Okay. What's it about?
It's about pop music, pop art, and the people who are fans of that, who might call themselves like Lady Gaga's monsters.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy? No,
it's a comedy.
Psychological thriller?
Yes, I would say it's more of a psychological thriller than a comedy.
All right. An obsessed Houston-based fan goes to increasingly violent lengths for her favorite R&B singer.
All true. All this is true. Isn't it interesting?
Mm-hmm. Billie Eilish is in it.
Holy shit.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react like that. What's up, Lauren Michaels? Welcome back to the show.
Lauren Michaels!
It's fucking believable that you actually know about our show, but...
Can't even believe it. Dustin, I have an hour to fill this Saturday. What can you give me?
You talk about SNL?
Oh. Hour to fill on SNL?
I just almost passed out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little raw dog right now. I'm shaking, literally shaking, bro.
I was pixelated. My hand was pixelated.
Look at my hand. I'm not even doing that. I'm literally shaking.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. It's all the raw adrenaline of being on Meltdown Island.
Hello, Lauren Michaels. I don't know if you know this. I've maybe said it once or twice. I don't know if you ever saw it, but my whole life has been one long audition for your show called Saturday Night Live. And not to be fooled with your movies that you've done with Happy Madison Productions or with Lauren Michaels Productions. This is strictly SNL-based auditioning. Because it all comes later once you get in.
All right.
With that said, yes, I got an hour for you. Doesn't matter. I got an hour. Doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. I got an hour. We could do Dustin's after show on SNL. Could you imagine?
No.
They would literally probably shut it down because it's too much.
So much.
It's too much for the system.
It's so...
They'd lock us away as crazy folk.
Some say too much.
Thank you. I think they do too.
I know I do.
Who's that?
Opportunity knocks. Outstanding.
Knock, knock, knock. Hi there. I'm called Success. Would you pick up the phone? I've been calling for weeks.
Hello, Point Fire.
Hello, Point Fire.
Glad you're here.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed. A second handshake of the day.
That's our bones. Squeaking.
Lauren Michaels, I would never ask you to hit the like button, but, you know, the other two I would.
So anyway, your dream about Donald Glover.
So I'm dreaming that I live in this high rise.
Okay.
And somebody above us in the apartment above us, they must have been doing some sort of like hopping thing.
Okay.
Because they're 1 foot each of 3 different people. 1 foot came through the ceiling.
All right. Classic comedy.
I can't get out of bed to make anything happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But a lot of people are starting to wonder, like, what is going on here?
Right.
People are throwing things at the feet.
Okay.
Trying to, like, get out of our apartment. It's crazy, right?
All right.
Then all of a sudden, Donald Glover, I hear him talking. I go, hey, yeah, I don't see him. He's just around the corner, though.
But you recognize his voice.
I hear them talking about Swarm, too. I'm like,
sure.
I heard Donald Glover, and I was like, what's he doing in my apartment? 1. 2.
Okay.
Congratulations on Swarm, I tell him.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice of me?
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I mean, that's a nice way to greet Donald Glover. If you were to meet Donald Glover,
yep.
That's
Go ahead.
Probably a great thing to start off with.
Thank you.
Because it's not really, sucking his dick or anything about it. It's more just like, hey,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's a goal.
I acknowledge that it's a fine show. And
you had quite a whatever you call it example.
Hey, Nikki!
Lord. You ain't ready for this.
That second nut. It's kind of high for me, oddly.
Yep. It's because you don't use your voice. How does Doorstopper
Spring.
How does it got its own Facebook account?
I don't know.
That feels strange.
It does. Is that Andy? Spring.
Wait a minute. Do you have somewhere to go later? You have somewhere to go later?
What's
we
that?
getting sprung already?
No. Well, I do.
What?
I do have to.
Where do you gotta go?
I gotta meet with Andy. We got some people coming to the apartment.
Oh, I wasn't invited. What is it?
It's not a thing.
It's not an invite only, so it's just a general public.
No, I mean it's just it's not a general public thing popping in, but it's
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Just
I can't look at him right now, you guys. I have to look into the eye of the camera to calm the raging storm within my brain. Thank you.
Anyways,
guess we're gonna do a something where I'm gonna be spying on Sean the rest of the night. You all ready for this? All right, relax.
Anyways.
Okay, I definitely.
But you can come over anytime, buddy. You want to come over sometime?
Just not tonight?
Just not tonight. Clearly not tonight.
I do.
You should come over. I don't think you've been to our place yet.
I don't think I ever have been invited. I remember you guys moved in right around the pandemic, and then I got broke up with, and you guys were like, fuck off, we're going to California. And then you were like, oh.
But now the pandemic's over, and we're back from California.
Sounds like you're starting to have parties where we're all invited.
I mean, not really all. It's a small thing.
I follow you if you can burp. Come on, guy. Burp one out for us. Can you burp one good one? We're trying to get some followers today.
Not a burp.
All right. Okay. Fodomo! Fodomo!
Macula Fodmo.
Fear of don't miss out. Fear of DUSTiN missing out. Other people have fears about me missing out. Do you understand how, you know what I mean? How popular this show is to people? Human beings, bro.
Aha, burp contest between you two.
Oh, we just finished one.
I follow if you can burp.
We just followed one. That's the sad thing.
DUSTiN, you can come to my place anytime because I'm a true friend. He can. It's just more of a meeting. It's not like a social thing.
A meeting for like business?
It's like a meeting thing.
Like a business meeting?
It's not anything.
What kind of businesses are you guys running?
Oh my gosh. This is becoming. Sean, is your hair longer? Something seems different. Yeah, I am grossly overdue for a haircut. Thank you for noticing.
Grossly? I think it's kind of, you know what I mean? You got a little bit of that. Who's that one guy? Who's that one guy?
Also, I shave, so I normally have stubble during the show, too.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Maybe that's it.
Stubs. Stubbly wubs.
No stubs and overdue for a haircut. So those are my two suspects.
Interesting. Well, this has been a big week on crypto for those of you who've been waiting to hear an update.
No.
All right, let's go to the comments.
Is this, the crypto show?
Let's go to the comments. Well, we're very interested in hey ma. Come on.
Hey ma.
Boop, 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 boop. I don't want to see your mama.
Take a little off the sides. do
pump
a
it,
pompadour.
pump it up.
The rest of the Romeos wore. It's a permanent wave.
What
And
Romeos?
I'm keeping the faith.
What Romeos?
Sean, I discovered the wonders of cutting my own hair during the pandemic, and I feel like everyone can tell.
I cut my own hair.
Oh boy.
I really do.
Yeah,
I'm not good at it. That's why I got, big parts of my scalp shaved out. Look out.
All right.
Doing, doing.
Lots of Islanders here today.
We aren't waiting.
We aren't waiting. LOL. LOL.
Man. He meant man.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
that makes a
man.
lot more sex. That means a lot more. Makes a lot more sense.
Knock that paper
Peter
off.
James.
So anyway, what else did the dream, buddy? Was there more to the dream?
I don't know. The thing is, it's hard to tell after a while if you're dreaming or if you're living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Kurt's having a nightmare. His crypto went way down this week.
Yep. But here's the thing: is if you're ponding, if you're in a pond, like PondX or Pond0x.com, then you're earning forever rewards every time you trade right now because it just got released, and they're basically trying to buy your favor by giving you money for the rest of your life.
What are the rewards? Was it like a tin cup or like a tent you can live in?
Nice try. Nope, it's money.
Okay, all right.
The money that the exchange, it's a decentralized exchange. The money that the decentralized exchange creates will come back to the people who engage. They're paying you to engage. We haven't even got paid yet. That's how early this is. There hasn't been the first payout. This is the first week. We keep doing our shows on Tuesday. They keep doing the next announcements on Wednesday or Thursday, making what I'm saying basically obsolete.
Yeah, well, it happens so fast. Sean needs this time with his non-crypto compatriots.
He's got that. I think that's what the party is tonight, right? Non-crypto compatriot party.
Non-crypto. In fact, it's anti-crypto.
And you don't want to have anybody to come in there and be like, "You're right, you guys."
How was your day going so far?
I woke up at 3 p.m., not knowing what day or what time it was, and was terrified that I was only a mere hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half from this guy showing up at my door. Things right now are swimmy at best.
Swimmy at best.
Let me go like this. I don't have my footing. I do have this little thing, though.
A little hook.
A little hook and ladders.
What do you do for a living except streaming?
Basic survival mode. That's what I do. I'm in basic survival mode 24/7 because I got these head dents. And they're not getting any better. I'm a modern miracle. Walking on two legs still. Yet doctors ain't like going, hey, we want to see how and why. That's my impression of a doctor. Thank you. You don't have to applaud, but it's welcome.
Oh, nice, buddy. Nice.
Well, sound effects for the people at home.
That's great, buddy.
Thank you. I feel like I'm going to fall down any moment. It makes standing feel very strange and focusing super strange. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what are we having at the party for food?
What?
What are we having at the party like for food?
It's not a party. It's a little meeting. So there's nothing.
Get Crypto Keeper from Tales from the Crypto to host a show called Crypto Night with you. DUSTiN Super Sean will stay away from it. Can he stay away from this? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can.
Get.
What does he do?
And I am a
ex-banker, current sugar child. Sugar child. It's not right.
Sugar child. I am a sugar child. I'm a teacher of improv and sketch and a tour guide in Detroit.
A tour guide. We should go on a tour.
DUSTiN taught me to.
Why don't we go on a tour and you do a tour and people would enjoy that?
Maybe.
All right.
Sometime. Or do a field show. I'd be into it.
Well, yeah. Basically, I follow you and film you talking about stuff. And
when
then,
it's not so hot. Probably.
Well,
Muggy.
the only positive thing about sleeping for amounts of time you can't control is sleeping through the heat.
Right.
I didn't realize how hot it was.
So hot yesterday.
Today, too, it's like 90 something.
Right.
I wonder how hot it is at the North Pole or the South Pole.
The South Pole is winter right now, so it's at the tail end of 6 months of dark, so it's probably as cold as it's going to get.
Which is?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
I'm going to have to Google it. What did you teach Kurt to do? What did you teach? Dustin
to love
taught me
again?
to. Oh, that's nice. I think you taught me to love again.
Oh, this guy.
Basically, I'm a video editor and graphic designer in company on commission based.
All right, we're
That's
listening.
Cool.
Because I'll be honest with you, the hardest thing about editing the show for me is that it's all me 24/7, 7 days a week.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a little difficult after a while to go, I'm hilarious, though I am, and I'm my biggest fan. It's also very difficult to go, oh, everyone else is interested in this too, when honestly it doesn't feel like they are. But those are feelings, and feelings aren't always true.
Dustin taught me to sing again, says Kurt.
Uh-oh.
In my heart.
Aww.
I offered him $500, but he said, your song is payment enough.
That's sweet.
He kept the $500, though. So.
Well, part of my dream, somebody went like this on a piece of wall. Click. Or like scraping at it slightly, and all this money came out.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, what's all this money? I go, my friend hid it there for me later. He told me he did, but I would never went looking around because, like, what are you going to do? Look around and scrape your walls? Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy. Thank you. That's an episode from Dustin's Dream World.
Dustin's Dream World. Dustin's Dream World.
He's kind of hypnotically dreaming all of the time.
Meltdown Island in cars getting Del Taco.
I'm listening.
That's a good one. I like that one. I like that idea.
So you guys aren't eating any food at the party tonight?
No, it's not a party.
It's a friend gathering.
It's a meeting. It's a meeting. It's
a meeting of the minds.
It's not a party. It's a meeting.
Meeting.
F-R.
So you're eating meat?
Oh my gosh. Do you want graphic design? Do you want graphic design? You want graphic design, buddy?
I mean, I don't have any money for it until my crypto comes in. So in a month, yes.
In a month?
In 1 month or less, because my crypto's coming in this week. Maybe we're getting paid.
All right. I feel
how
like
come you don't believe in me, bro.
I feel like you've said that like often.
But that was before Pond, and now that Pond's here, it's the real deal.
All right. Okay, buddy.
It's true though.
Bumpy cake walk with Sean.
Huh. Bumpy cake walk with Sean. Come on.
Bumpy cake walk with Sean.
He got a bumpy cake in his
mouth.
Sean. He got a bumpy cake in his house. He got a bumpy cake on his walk with Sean.
I may have accidentally said bumpy cock in one of those. Hey, Peter, here we go. Snow the Facebook guy man.
Hi, man.
Oh, Snow the FBI man needs some graphic design.
Look at there.
Look at how we've been
making connections, bringing shit together. Meltdown Island. Melting people on their ideas together with other people who need their ideas.
It's a melting pot. It's a melting pot of ideas. My best buddies in the whole world. Dustin and Sean. Mr. Scarecrow. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, Mr. Scarecrow.
We're glad you're here.
I am too.
Dustin was talking about his dream. Are you done with that?
I think that memories will pop up like they just did.
Memories will pop up just like they did.
It was a lot of money. So if my dreams are precognizant, then I'm going to get rich this week.
Let's just leave this up for a little bit then.
Okay.
Right, until the next one comes up.
I agree.
That's sweet. My best buddies in the whole world. That's nice. And on the heart is classic, really, right?
I mean, a heart means a heart. Let's face facts. Heart means love.
Heart is a heart.
PEPE means love too, but people haven't understood that because it got robbed.
All right.
It got robbed of its rights to be
Very
love.
Good to see you guys. Nice. Thank you.
Very nice to be seen.
Make sure your video doesn't freeze. It worries people.
Did our video freeze?
That's a good question.
Your shoulder's hot.
Because I came from outside and it's hot outside.
I don't go outside.
And I'm a carbon-based being, so my body holds.
I'm an oxygen-based.
Onto that heat. You're carbon-based.
That made me real dizzy.
You're carbon-based and you know it.
What sucks is I feel like I gotta go lay back down. That's
What?
the sucky thing.
All right, go lay down. But
I can't go lay down right now.
I'll
We're doing a
finish
show.
the show.
What I'm trying to say is that's the feeling, the general feeling I have, which does not make you want to go outside. If you feel like you gotta lay down, what if you go outside and you go to lay down? That's not good.
You can't
It's not good.
You can't lay down when you're outside.
It's not good to lay down
No,
outside.
it's not. Well, depending on where.
Okay. But most places,
It's risky.
risky at best.
It's risky at best.
Thank you.
Sometimes downright dangerous.
Down sometimes.
Downright dangerous.
Don't do it on no train tracks. See, that's one
Good to
place.
see you guys. What's the topic for today's Meltdown Island?
Making it through. Making it.
That's right.
Making it to parties,
As
making
is
it to meetings, making
always.
it past the show, making it to stay alive, making things.
So far, we've talked about the Arctic sea ice, the little Arctic sea ice update.
We talked about smart sea ice. I can't say words.
This guy talked some crypto.
Not enough.
Too much.
Not enough.
Too much. Also, was told us about his dream a little bit. So should we find out what the country is talking about by
I think
by
so.
checking the Google?
Hey, everybody, if you go back, if you just take the little red thing where you're
Mhm.
watching the show and go back and then hit live again, like it'll skip you back to the live. It counts as 2 views. You could double our viewership right now by just doing that one little thing while I look up what is on YouTube.
What's on Google?
Google's.
What are the top Google searches? We're looking at the top Google
We've
searches.
got all kinds of songs today. That's hot.
We are, putting our fingers on the pulse of society, so we can talk about what is happening.
Somebody
in the world.
hyperextended their knee and it's a football player. Do you have that football
I
player?
do not.
Who does have that football player?
Travis Kelce. I don't know who got Travis Kelce.
First Lady Jill Biden tests positive for COVID-19.
Wrong.
Boy, it's having quite a comeback.
Yeah.
AP poll, another football thing. They're really all about football sometimes on
Right.
Google. Who's this Alexander?
Zero.
I'd like to talk about this. There's a bunch of confusing things out there about Nazis being in Ukraine.
Go on.
Have you heard this?
Yeah. That was Putin's justification for.
And
invading.
there are some Ukrainian flags that have that symbol in the middle.
Right, sure.
Now, here's the question.
Go on.
Are those pictures are altered and you know what I mean?
Doctored.
Doctored. Thank you. Ring ring. Call up the doc. Now,
easy with the pound.
I know, I get it.
You get a
But
little
look at this.
Enthusiastic.
I posted these informational things because I don't think people understand. Because everyone looks at that Nazi symbol and they go, "Oh no, Nazis!" But did you know that the Nazis stole the symbol? It's not originally a Nazi symbol.
In many cultures, it's a symbol of peace
And luck.
and peace.
Take this hockey team from 1912, before the Nazi Party had ever showed up anywhere, and they got on their uniforms. They got Nazi little symbols, and they weren't Nazis. They got good luck swastika.
Swastika.
It's called a swastika, which sounds evil even.
There's a building in downtown Detroit called the Penobscot Building.
Go ahead.
Which is named for a Native American tribe in the Northeast, I think.
What was the name of the tribe?
In Maine, Penobscot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the architecture of the building is filled with lots of references to Native American culture, not the least of which are swastikas that are engraved on the building.
Is this what we learn on your tour?
It's one of the things I talk about
That's
on my tour.
very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Windsor Swastikas were a Canadian ice hockey team from Windsor, Nova Scotia, which is just over a bridge. The only reason I know about this is because it's one bridge away from where we currently live in Detroit.
And they're building a new one.
From 1905 to 1960, not to be confused with the Fernie swastikas across the country from British Columbia, these swastikas were chosen by the team as swastika, also a symbol for luck and success. Then did you know that swastika laundry was established in Ballsbridge, I think, in England, 8 years before the Nazi Party decided to steal the symbol? And here's another picture of another hockey team with swastikas. I think that's their away jerseys. So that's just a little bit like it could be double double what do you call it when it's like double jeopardy on one symbol, because they're using it to make them look bad, though they're using it as a symbol of good luck, and they're trying to bring back. But ultimately, it's so ingrained and embedded and indoctrinated and coded it to be a bad thing that we are like.
Here is the
Go closer.
Penobscot building that I was
because it looks like
talking
just
about.
a design until you get closer and you go, holy shit, that's a
Right
swastika.
There, it's right there, yeah.
Golly, that really is a swastika. I've never even noticed that, and I've lived here.
But see there's this Native American chief there. That's the chief that hangs out over the door. Like I said, there's a lot of Native
That's
American
wild.
References in the architecture.
Learning about symbols, ancient symbols. Some call them ancient.
Well, they're 100 years ago, so it's ancient.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I was born in the 1900s, and it still seems old to me.
Right.
Hi, let us know in the comments when you were born. Was it in the 1900s, the 1800s, or the 2000s?
All right.
I feel like that was a really good thing that I just did. Like, it was like a thing to make people go, oh, I'm going to answer.
So what's the... Oh, look at this.
What?
Denise Wendell.
What?
Detroit Athletic Club has Nazi symbol on floor.
I was going to want to say, let's go, Denise. But then I feel like, I'm going, let's go Nazis, which I'm not doing.
But she's just reinforcing. You can say, go on, keep reinforcing our
Reinforcing our points that are really good points.
Yeah. But Denise has informed me that she watches quite a bit, but
doesn't do the type.
Sometimes through sometimes through the Facebook. She'll watch through the Facebook, but the comments, she'll type in comments, but the comments don't come through.
And now she's come over here to where it's really coming through big time. Here's a question to you.
Loud and clear.
Is she at your party tonight?
No, it's not a party. It's a meeting. A meeting.
A meeting of like with people like Denise and not DUSTiN?
A business meeting. McConnell appeared to freeze at a public event again about a week ago.
Yep. Boy,
I did see that.
It is definitely becoming unethical. I don't know what the word is, but it definitely feels as bad as a Nazi symbol to see.
Right.
I see a Nazi symbol, I go, oh, and then I see Mitch McConnell, I go, oh God, shut the computer off.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with Mitch McConnell on just about everything, with pretty much every fiber.
I was almost going to gotcha.
Pretty much every fiber of my being. But even so, I mean, I hate to see. I mean, these representatives are just getting so ridiculously old. This is the oldest Congress that we've ever had, and these are. I feel the same sort of empathy that I would for any elderly person.
Listen to his empathy talk.
Who's having a health incident.
Mm-hmm. Incident indeed.
These people.
I'm having one right now.
we need younger. These people, they get these jobs in Congress and they hold on to them forever.
Did you know that Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet enjoy uncomplicated relationship? Keep going.
That's great. But it's just... Dianne Feinstein is another one. She's basically been propping up.
She's wearing like a helmet that they showed on like
it's really
that they show on Foundation. You guys watch Foundation? That's another show you should be watching.
Our government, they get established. These
happy birthday, Beyonce!
Lifetime politicians, happy birthday, Beyonce, because I know she's watching.
And all of her bees, which Swarm is based off of.
Oh no!
I was gonna high five,
the
but
whole
I realized I'm gonna pull that one back.
Yeah, pull it back because I wasn't looking. That is wild about the swastikas. I'm assuming I was born in the 1990s.
See, I'm glad we shared that because
Scarecrow.
Somebody like Mr. Scarecrow, who doesn't live a bridge across Canada, hasn't seen those pictures 10 years, 20 years ago.
Soon to be 2 bridges and a tunnel. We're 2 bridges and a tunnel.
You're lucky that I can't pull my hands above my head because I was gonna smack the shit out of you for saying that. I felt like a lie, but I feel like it's the truth now. I'm just trying to share my up-to-moment thinkings, which are not the best. Hi, I'm dying. My name's Dustin.
Born in the 1990s.
How about this?
Was in college.
What's up to all of our fans out at Burning Man's?
Oh boy, huh?
Who is stuck. What did I tell you last week? Goodbye deserts. No more deserts because of all the rain. And what happened this week? Dustin was proven right.
I mean, I don't think that it's going to be the end of deserts.
I mean, the proof so far is weighing heavily in Dustin's wheelhouse of being correct.
If anything, we're desertifying and the deserts are growing. But
well, not the desert out where Burning Man's held, because it's rained so much that 70,000 people. I'm an old relic.
I love that.
That's a good joke.
Oh my gosh.
Ew, I'm an old relic. Bada bing. I'm Rodney Dangerfield.
I am an antiquity then.
Look.
See what I did there? Figured it out. Woohoo! Never doubted you for a second.
About what?
Motherfuckers. Big fan.
Aww.
Long time listener, first time commenter.
Did you pay her?
Freezing equals seizures and strokes, right? 1000% empathy. Sean, empathy for assholes, right?
I'm going to tell you this right now. The thing that is very discerning when he does.
Get out of the government.
He can't. He's paid for. He's paid for by the. I hate to say it,
by
but
the establishment,
by the Chinese government. I hate to say it, but it's true. So, when his lips go away, when his lips disappear, as someone who has lips and a head injury, I'm always doing this, which looks like I'm smoking something or teeting something, which is the official term. But ultimately, I'm building that muscle. Why? Because as someone whose stuff is all pulled back to the back of their head, it gets real tight. It gets real small. And that's why I'm like, oh boy, he's really going through it. Because he has no lips.
Yeah.
And the lips that he has is blue. It's not good.
It's not good. But they are in a particularly awkward position, too, in Kentucky, because he's a representative of Kentucky, right? Their state law...
Butthole mouth.
If he was to resign his position early, the governor of Kentucky gets to appoint his successor, his replacement.
Oh, he hates that.
And well, the governor is also a Democrat.
Oh, Nelly, how the what is it? Karma comes back to bite us in the a-hole.
Kentucky legislature is in the process of trying to change that law.
Unbelievable.
So that the legislature decides, and the legislature still.
Wake up, Kentucky.
Overwhelmingly Republican legislature. But he definitely can't leave till then. Detroit co-opted the Old English D. Now people only associate it with baseball and not with Old English people anymore.
I agree.
You're right. That's cultural appropriation, and it's not right. It's not right for any culture, including old white people. I heard about that. A friend told me they got stuck. Did anyone get hurt? I think a couple people died.
Yep. There's been anywhere from reports ranging from Ebola breakout to cannibalism, because I know, because I am not saying they're all true, but what I am saying is it's a nightmare. Let me go ahead and look. Let me see if there's any update.
This may be...
here's the thing is, I did one joke on Twitter, and then I read what Ebola does, and I go, oh, wait, hold up a minute. Hey, everybody, hold up.
Hold up.
Screech! Because why? Let's be careful about the jokes we make before we go, oh, crap, I'm one of the bad people for doing jokes about people that are actually dying. Which I've experienced one time, and I've regretted it ever since.
Only slightly seasoned, Sean. Thank you very much.
That's a Reverend Roar. Oh, shoot.
Appreciate that, Rev. Welcome to the program. I heard about
Burning Man. I can't type.
Butthole Mouth Dustin. I think this is my favorite comment of the year.
What you doing, Butthole Mouth? You know that the world is in your plan. I'm a real butthole man.
I call Mark Mikula Butthole Man.
Look at that. Mass exodus. Finally free to leave.
Show it.
Faces hours of traffic. Look at this.
Wow.
Let my people go. Like I'm a pharaoh. Like I'm Moses and shit. How about that for?
All right, buddy.
How about that for some biblical?
All right.
Biblical
Pretty
shit.
biblical.
Organizers and festival people lifted a driving ban on Monday, which means there's watch out chin. That's a solid chin. I almost broke my fingers touching his chin.
Go on.
I didn't mean to. Yep, they're calling it Exodus operations have finally begun. Black Rock City. First of all, it's called Black Rock. Secondly, I had to learn about the word playa. I don't want to learn about that shit. It's dust particles that make your skin irritable.
Playa is Spanish for beach as well, so it makes sense that
it's turned into a beach because of the rains. So long deserts. You really proved my point. Did you see the flooding in Vegas?
Yeah.
I say good riddance. Bye, Vegas. That's just me. Hot take. Hot takes by DUSTiN.
So go on, more update, anything?
Some burners made the trek out by foot. 6 miles of walking in the desert.
Did you see the image of Chris Rock?
Yes.
Getting picked up. He tried to hoof it out and ended up getting picked up.
He got picked up and he was like, man, would I go for a cold beer and a good fuck? And I'm like, that's a little racy. That's a little bit of a hot take. Boy, that is a wild, wild story.
So wild.
I'm glad that they're getting out and that there's not a mass extinction thing happening.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. Joe Jonas and Sophia Turner have filed divorce. I mean, she's available, folks. You can get with Sansa.
Who is she?
Only the redhead from Game of Thrones.
Sophie Turner?
I'm glad you don't know who she is, because that means I got one more chance.
I'm also in very much a satisfying relationship.
That too. Mitch's market cap.
Oh, yeah, she totally is.
Just to be clear, Burning Man has been on my bucket list, by the way, right? Don't we all wish we were venture capitalists and able to just go out there, buy a helicopter, arrive, do a bunch of drugs, have a bunch of sex, and then fly out and be back on our patio overlooking the ocean? God, that's what I assume. Haha, Denise is never going to comment again. You put her in a pickle. Which she likes. Hot take.
She does have a thing for pickles.
Really?
Yeah, she likes pickles.
All right.
I like pickles too. They're great.
That used to be my power couple name until I got disavowed as a human being.
Pickle?
Living. Dill.
All right. This is Sophie Turner.
Notice it's mostly the other person's name than it is mine. That'll just tell you everything about the relationship. All right.
What else going on, buddy?
I don't know. I'm looking through the Googles and a lot of words you never heard. You know what I mean? A lot of foreign words. I guess other people besides Americans look up words.
Okay.
Wexham. We all know that that's something to do with Ryan somebody. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
United Airlines ground stop. Nationwide ground stop after equipment outage. That sounds safe. Not Borat. For those of you who didn't get that. Borat.
Nailed it.
The old Borat not joke.
No
comments on that joke is what you're looking for?
No comments.
I zipped through these, bud. I zipped through them.
But, I'm sure it's not going to happen every year, buddy.
What is it?
Buddy Denise, because Burning Man's on the bucket list.
If the desert's still there next week, we'll talk. But as I'm predicting, desert's going to go away. What?
All right, I didn't see you go to this one.
I don't know if I did.
But because Denise had the comment. I call Mark, and I thought MM. I hear MM, and I think
MetaMask.
Mark Mikula.
Oh,
I think Mark Mikula.
I thought MetaMask because I'd been crypto.
Yeah, no, I don't think anything first in crypto.
Weird.
But I suggested that she was going Mark Mikula. But she was very clear that she was not referring to Mark Mikula.
I see now. I said
she was referring to Mitch McConnell.
Not Market Cap. Market Cap is what I thought.
Who is a butthole mouth.
Yep.
Just to be clear. Roger that.
You ever seen that one TV show where he talks to God and then that kid blows his mouth off and he got butthole mouth? That's fun.
You're fun. Haha, Denise is okay, great.
Comment.
Oh, now I see the wisdom in that.
Yep.
God damn that Mark Mikula.
Mark Mikula got a high five.
He great. So good.
So good. Oh, good.
Anyways.
That was a lot.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, I got an early rose, right, for all of these commenters. I mean, people are just crushing it on the comments.
I got one thorn for one commenter, and that would be the person that hit us up for money and then disappeared after we said we'd do it next week or so.
Yeah, right.
That's one thorn.
Right.
But rose for them for trying.
Well, I wonder, did they maybe go offline? Because that other person came on and said, hey, I do need graphic design.
Maybe they went offline, you're
Maybe
saying.
they took it offline, and they're working out a deal right now.
Micula is a king.
Micula is a king.
That's why he moved to one of the 7 kingdoms.
King Micula.
Did he survive the... He did, because he's talking to us, so never mind.
Did he survive the one?
The hurricane... hurricane... also earthquake. Hurricane.
Denise, you mean?
All of them, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But then I realized that they're all talking.
I don't think it went up as high as Micula. I don't know if they saw any impact of that.
Oof! Did you hear that crack?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's my skull adjusting for your pleasure and mine. I can make those sound effects sound real good when we do an edit later. You crashing out would be hilarious. And it's most of what you watch on television is sound effects.
Right?
Yeah. They really carry the story more than you believe. It's like, oh! And if there's no gunshot, you don't even know that a gun went off.
You don't even know that a gun went off.
Man, thank you for backing me up on that one. That was good.
If there's a car accident in the distance, without the sound effect, you have no idea.
You don't know that it was a car accident at all.
Just like, I mean, if 2 cars crash off screen and there's not a sound effect, did they crash?
Imagine being deaf for a second.
Imagine all the deafness.
That's horrible. I don't want to do that anymore.
It certainly would be a challenge, to be sure.
Did you see me do it? Like, I really did it.
Yeah, I believe
for like
it.
1 second. I was like, done.
But I believe even willing yourself to stop hearing, I don't even know that you could. I don't think you could simulate it.
You definitely talking above my practicing definitely confused my head.
Okay.
And my non-hearing
hand.
bit. But
Head.
I powered through. What are you giving? Wait, are you giving money? Wait, are you giving money? This is like Mr. Beast? Yes. Yes, it is. Because Mr. Beast saw through the Matrix and was like, if I give away all the money that I make, much like that one show that was the Extreme Home Makeover that I watched every Sunday and I cried it out. And I was like, I just love to people's lives get better. This guy was like, I could do that. And then he did it. And now he makes more money every time he gives money away.
Right.
It's a genius.
It's pretty good.
More billionaires and millionaires should realize this and start giving all their money away.
Hey, you get whacked. You get whacked for suggesting that, buddy.
Do I? Don't give me a second reason, Sean.
No, not. Who's there? It's a Borat. Not.
That was an okay impression.
No Quaker hurricanes here in Oregon. See, I told you.
Okay.
But people talk often about the big one happening in the foreseeable future.
And you think that they can see the future? You think they can? Or do you think I have good calls on crypto? Those are your two choices.
None of the above.
Just trying to play a little pickleball, bro. Mr. None of the above. Having parties without his best friend. Mm-hmm. You agreed.
It's a meeting. It's a business meeting.
All right, you say so. Sounds like it's programmed to repeat.
No.
You've been watching Foundation?
If it was a social thing, I wouldn't have a specific, rigid timeline.
If you have kids or not,
I don't have kids.
Good. If you don't have kids, then you could still watch this great show on Netflix called One Piece. And it's a live reality show. It's not a cartoon, though it is a cartoon as well from like 2006, 2007. It's they've made this into a real life thing, and I'm telling you, it's great. Talk about pirates. Mm-hmm. It seems like what they did is take all of the best 1 or 2 lines from a whole season of things and put it together in one show, and it's great. It's like there's not a bad moment in it. Seems like it just keeps going good.
And what's it called?
One Piece. Not to be confused with One Punch.
No,
because it's 2 different ones, 2 one-of-ones, and one amazing show. 2 amazing shows, really, because One Punch is also good. But One Piece, it's about pirates.
It's on the Netflix, if anyone's interested.
I did say that.
And following up, it features Iñaki?
I feel like you're racist for not being able to say his name.
Well,
To be fair, I can't say it either, but I feel like you trying.
Iñaki. Emily Rudd.
Emily Rudd.
McEnue.
Yep.
Is that right? McEnue?
I don't know. I definitely know that he's a sword fighter and he's also
Schuyler.
Go ahead.
A lot of very interesting, unique names.
Yeah, because it's about pirates, bud.
Oh yeah.
And ain't got
No, those are their real names.
Yes, correct. But they really went deep on the casting.
They're using method.
You tell me.
Method casting. So anyway, it's out on the Netflix.
Can you guys tell us a crazy story? I feel like we shared a couple of crazy stories. I feel like we have. This is a good question, though.
Monkey D. Luffy and his pirate crew explore a fantastical world of endless oceans. So is this for kids, but you don't have to be a kid to watch it? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like the cartoon is definitely based towards kids, but this is based towards more just fantasy. And like there's this one part where they show an island, a deserted island.
Punch?
Nope, there's nope.
What are you talking about?
One Punch is a different cartoon.
It's a manga series.
Yeah, it's not made into a television show yet. Okay. Yet. But it's good enough to be. But it's more of a movie than it is a show. Mm-hmm. This other one's like ongoing running with more stories than you can watch in one setting, because I've tried. Okay. But with that said, so far we've mentioned that. We've mentioned Swarm. Two of two right there.
2.
And what's another show that I watched? Oh, Foundation. Ooh, if you haven't been watching Foundation. Yep.
One Piece. You stare every week after DBZ.
Dragon
Ball Z. I knew that one. I knew that one.
Yep.
Nicola's got a long one.
Let's go.
That would be a great show. Different billionaires competing to see how many strangers they can give $1 million to in a half hour. Losing billionaires have to give that amount to winner.
Dare I say it's Brewster's Millions, but Dustin's Billions is what it would be called.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And me organize all these billionaires, bro.
The Brewster's Millions, huh? That was a fun movie.
It's a fun movie. Because no matter how much money he spent, what happened? Made more money.
Made more money.
Made more. Spend more, give more. You got to spend money to make money. That's what they say. That's what I'm doing in crypto. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dustin's Crypto Corner. Where Sean has to go sit in the corner. And call more friends of his to invite to a party that they're having without me. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to everyone's favorite part of the show, Roses and Thorns. This is the part of the show where we come to you direct from Meltdown Island to give you the best and the worst of this episode.
I mean, the best, obviously, was the fans, right? I mean, with
the fans were on fire.
Rose to Denise for figuring out the comment thing finally.
Yes,
I think she used to type the stuff in and think we were ignoring her comments.
That's horrible. Do people really think that?
I mean, if you're out there and you're trying to comment and
we're not looking at them, then you're the one making mistakes.
We read every comment for the most part.
From the ones that we don't want to read. We don't even want to read some of them comments.
Some of them we don't.
We do.
Because some of them, they sometimes
they're disparaging on us.
Sometimes
they're disparaging.
are not good.
Not good. Not.
And sometimes put us in awkward situations too.
That's right? For sure. One made us kiss, like tongue kissing. It was not fun.
I mean, it was all right.
All right. That was a test that you just failed.
Or did I pass? You
Da-da-da-da-da!
Boom.
I wasn't ready for that. He really burnt me on my own bit.
Big time rose to Denise for
figuring it out. Welcome to the 2000s, Denise. 2024. Mr. Scarecrow.
I'll see you later. Have a great evening. Love you. Bye,
if anybody wants to play, if anybody likes to play,
go
on. Connect 4. Mr. Scarecrow plays that during his lives on TikTok, and you could follow him, and you could play live.
Wow, that's fun.
Right?
Remember those chess episodes we used to have?
I do. I remember them.
Those were fun.
I got rid of that chess.com because we don't play it enough for the amount of money I was spending.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's fine because you got to spend money to make money. We'll show you YouTube. We'll show you.
We'll get you.
We'll get there. We'll make money someday on YouTube.
I hope you get rich on YouTube.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
We got to bring that back. Get rich on YouTube. Because we learned some things today.
Right.
You can open up other windows, not other tabs, but separate windows watching the show on little mini windows on your computer screen, and that'll be multiple viewers for us. It's crazy. They're figuring out ways to break YouTube, and that's one of them. But also going back a little bit, like going back 2 minutes and then hitting the little live, catching you back up to where we are in real time, extra views.
Right.
It's crazy.
So just take the little red circle and move it back.
We're testing it right now.
And
This
then
is
hit
us
the live.
testing. Started 59 minutes ago, which means we need to be ending because Sean's got a party to get to.
It's not a party. It's a meeting. It's a meeting.
Do you have any entertainment at the party?
No. It's a meeting.
You have meat?
Because it's a meeting. We do not have meat.
You have hummus?
I don't think so. Andy did say she was going to stop and get some snacks, so I'm not privy to what she got. Maybe she did get it. I don't know. I don't know.
You're doing a meeting about a new show?
What? Maybe.
I used to be the star in every one of his shows.
Not everyone. One.
There was a couple.
Well, a couple times I put it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Same show.
He was the star every time I put it up. Mind you.
Except the one time you took it to L.A.
He was really, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Except for that one time.
Except for that one time. But I
remember when I was going to make the movie?
I wasn't involved with that either.
Remember we were going to make the movie on that one?
We were going to make the movie.
And then it got pulled from our cold dead hands.
Didn't work out.
Didn't work out for us again. That's why we got to stay internal.
Right.
That's a high five for internal laughs.
Okay.
Well,
it's
like we say every week. Keep money out of politics.
Yes, please keep money out of politics. It's time. And also, it's time for younger people to take over the Congress. The average age of our politicians is just way too high.
Who's stopping us? Would you say corporations?
Yeah.
And their voice, which is much louder than everyone else's because they have more money to speak freely than the rest of us do?
And the people themselves. I just don't think they want to give up the power that they have.
Remember that one song, I've Got the Power?
The influence, that sense of self-importance.
It's getting kind of hectic, bro.
Getting hectic.
It's getting
hectic.
Getting kind of hectic.
But while we're also getting money out of government, let's get government out of our vaginas. Huh?
Yep, out of our psyche of one humanity and one United States vagina that we want the government to take a large step out of. What's this one say?
Rose to Sean for saying Micula's got a long one.
Oh my God, I didn't realize.
Rose to Nitties for clarifying MM.
Okay, good. Congratulations, Mr.
Yes.
Long One, Mark Micula. He's a long one, if you didn't know.
You can rewind and record that part on your phone so that it happens
all the time in your own world.
In your own world, yeah. You can make that your
You
ringtone. You can make it your
can.
ringtone, probably.
You can, like waking up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Micula's got a long one.
Excuse me? That's something I never hear every day. I'm awake now. I wish I had that alarm clock now because I didn't wake up today.
A rose
Though
to
I
you,
did.
though, buddy,
I did wake up.
For sleeping over 24 hours. And a rose to you for waking up in time for the show.
A rose to pondx.com. That's for me. Must be a show about crypto.
Must have been a comment about crypto. But those put me right to sleep.
All right. Well, my ringtone is Arpeologigo.
We got the power. Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Micula.
Oh, I said it.
Rose to Micula for the
Memberings.
The deep cut callbacks.
The first cut is the deepest.
That's his specialty.
They say.
That's what they say. What else do we always say?
Well, we hope that we get rich on YouTube one day.
For sure.
Because that would be fun to not have to worry about money and only be, entities of love and sharing and longing to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Much like the American dream. What happened to my pursuit of happiness, USA? Well, I think we've said it all, bud.
Yeah.
I think we have.
Said it all. We did it all.
Yeah.
Nice work today, buddy.
Nice work to you. Crinkle, crackle, crinkle, crinkle, crackle, rust.
That's our bones creaking.
Mm-hmm. And joints. Also, smoke them if you got them.
Nailed it.
Post time.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye to you.
Come back next week.
We will be here saying more things like DUSTiN, Sean,
Hanlan,
CryptoPondex. You don't have to do that every time, dude. It's really discouraging.
Huh?
It's really discouraging.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know that or not. I feel like maybe telling you will help inform you, but we like to have fun, huh?
We like to have fun.
We like to have
Bye,
fun.
everybody. Nice
we
work.
like to laugh, and we like to, you know what I mean?
Bye, everybody. Nice work.
With a wellness check. Well,